Bonjour. You want to become fluent in French and in French, but you can't quite find someone to make conversation with. You don't find the time. So I have the feeling that the video stopped a little bit, so I'm going to start over. Bonjour, mon ami. Do you want to speak French fluently, but you don't have someone to practice with? You don't have time to practice with? Hello, this is Llyane Stanfield, and you are watching French Minute with Llyane, where you practice with me for a few minutes every day for 24 days. And in this process, I'm also introducing you and give you a sneak peek inside of my signature program, J'Ouellette Intensif, which helps you make conversation at an advanced level. So today is day number 12 and 12 out of 24. So we're right in the middle of this series, and these videos expire from Facebook. So if you want to practice with me every single day, if you want to have access to the replays, and if you want to, have access all the time and go over and over over them over and over again, then please click on the link in the description of this video and you'll find everything there. Not just that, but you also find a $150 coupon that is available right now for you, and this is not going to be staying there for long. I also have another very quick announcement. Tomorrow, which is Sunday, I'm going to have a pronunciation webinar. I invite you to come to the pronunciation webinar. So if you want to have the announcement, the place, where and when that pronunciation webinar takes place on Sunday, please come on over to the same link. And I'm going to have your email address. I'm going to send that announcement to you. In the pronunciation webinar, I'm going to talk about rules of pronunciation with examples, and you're going to hear the examples. You're going to be able to practice these examples, and also very hard, or the hardest to pronounce French words that you're going to see the spelling of, and you are going to hear the pronunciation of, and you're going to be able to practice with me. And now I'm going to give you a very short sample of lesson number 33 with a bonus, and I'm going to also give you a bonus lesson number 36 of the level A. So right now is an example, a sample from lesson number 33, and let me just paste it in the Skype, not in the Skype, in Facebook here. And you should find it under the video, and you'll be able to follow me. I'm going to read it, translate it, explain it, and stay with me because there is a bonus from lesson number 36. Now, why am I saying level A? Well, the beginner's level is A, so believe it or not, we're still in the beginner's level. If you have followed the other videos before, you notice that there are quite a few construction, like phrase construction elements that even the intermediate speakers have a little trouble with, and so it is an intensive program. You don't have to do it in an intensive way. The learning curve is going to be quite steep, but if you pace it, if it's up to you how you pace it, and so you can do it in 3 months, you can do it in 1 year. Nobody is rushing you or telling you that you're going any faster than you should. It's absolutely up to you. Only you can limit your own progress. That's pretty much what I want to say here. So, la montre a 2 aiguilles. La petite aiguille montre les heures. La grande aiguille, la grande aiguille, there's an E missing here, montre les minutes. Je vois les aiguilles, je les vois. So I'm going to read it again. In Facebook, the E at the end of la grande aiguille, the E is missing. It's a typo. So when you come onto the website, click on the link in the description of this video, and you're going to have access to the replay with the spelling as well. You're going to have that error fixed. So, la montre a 2 aiguilles. La petite aiguille montre les heures. La grande aiguille montre les minutes. Je vois les aiguilles, je les vois. Just to remind you again that we're not talking about words here. Vocabulary is completely up to you. With two books, you can actually learn all the words that you need to know in the French language, meaning the words themselves as well as the verb conjugations. You can learn them on your own. You don't need anybody else for that. However, for pronunciation and for phrase construction, you need someone to help you with that. So I'm going to focus on particularities of the phrase construction in French. So I'm going to start with la montre. La montre is the watch. Notice, become like a 4-year-old for a second, and notice how in English we say the watch, meaning I watch the device and see the hour, the time. And in French is la montre. Montrer in French means to show. And so in French, I'm actually looking at the watch, which shows me the time. Okay? So just a way to remember the word la montre for the watch. Why is it the watch? And montre means montrer. Why montrer for the word that is a family in the same family with montrer to watch? To show. Why is that word used for the watch? Just another perspective. It's a different language. Deux aiguilles. Now, aiguille, from the pronunciation point of view, it's a really hard word to pronounce. Aiguille. So, first you need to know that G followed by U is pronounced G and not J. And then U. So then U and E is one of the diphthongs in French that is the hardest. Why? Because for U, we are putting the lips are going farthest actually from the original position, right? So they go forward, U for U, and for E, they go backward, right? Really, if you think about it, we stretch them backwards when we say E, and we push them forward when we say U. And so U-E, this diphthong is hard if you really want to say it quickly together. And it's really easier for everybody who learns to break it down. And break it down, not saying them separately necessarily, although you can start there, and I know I have clients or students who do that to just get used to it. But stay longer on the U, and I'm going to give you another other examples for that, and that's kind of a preview for the webinar, the pronunciation webinar. Cuisine. You see, I'm not saying cuisine. It's hard when you say E like that. It's For me, for instance, U gets dropped. For most people, U becomes U because it's easier. Oui, it's easier than UI. And so, stay longer on the U. So, cuisine, huit, fruit, nuit, right? All these words that have U, E in them, like this diphthong. Diphthong means like two vowels together. Break it down this way, as in make the U a little longer, and then E is going to be easier to produce and to be clear. Our main goal here is to be clear, meaning the story we want to say needs to get to your audience. The same story, no mistake, clarity in conversation. That's our goal. La petite aiguille montre les heures. So see again the word montre. La montre montre les heures, right? So the watch shows the hours, or the time. La grande aiguille montre les minutes. So this is specifically chosen. The words are specifically chosen this way because it's la montre and l'aiguille montre this, montre that, right? And so la montre and montre to show for pattern, to show that la montre is a word that is in from the family of the word montre, of the verb montrer. And why is it that way? Because the watch is showing the time. Je vois les aiguilles. I see the hands. Je les vois. This is another construction that is introduced here. And this is the object direct. Object direct is always before the verb. Je les vois. I see them. And so this is coming with the it. So I know that there is a video on this page about it in French, if it's still there, because not all the videos are not like staying forever. So it is how we use it in French. So the way we use it is, first of all, is gender specific. This in this case is not gender specific because it's plural, but in the singular, it for him and it for her is going to be le or la. And so if I would say, for instance, je vois l'aiguille, je la vois, ici, it, or her. It's it in English, right? And so it is like a little bit of a chess mind that you need to have, because you have to think, you have to think ahead, like a step ahead, meaning what do I want to say in order to put the it in the proper format. So this is the sample that I have for from lesson 33, level A, which means the beginner's level. Yeah, tomorrow I'm going to give you a sample from lesson 1 of level B, and that's going to be exciting. Level A contains 38. Both levels contain 38 lessons. Both levels contain 38 lessons. So we're going to get into the intermediate level tomorrow. Now, I promise that I'm going to give you a bonus from lesson 36. So I'm going to give you this. Il pleut aujourd'hui. Okay, let me just actually copy it and you'll have it. You can follow me. Okay, let me see. Hopefully this is working. Yep, it is working. So in lesson number 36, we're talking about weather and how pleuvoir, which is to rain, is an impersonal verb, and how to conjugate it. Il pleut aujourd'hui, il a plu hier, il pleuvra demain. So now it's a little bit tricky for the anglophones, because why is il? Il pleut, il a plu, il pleuvra. Please leave the questions. I'm happy to answer all the questions. So please leave the questions in the comments below. I'm definitely going to answer all of them after I'm done with the video. So, il pleut, il a plu, il pleuvra. So, if you have a little trouble with remembering why it's il, who is il, who is he rains, he rained, and he will rain. It's really weird, right? And so I don't know if you believe in God or universe, big spirit, or whatever it is. Maybe you can have him, because it has to be a him, do that job for the rain. So, and that works for all the weathers, right? As in, il fait du vin, il fait du vent, il fait du brouillard, il fait du vent, il fait du brouillard. Il fait du soleil, right? So, il fait, which is for the weather. And for pleuvoir is il pleut, il a plu, il pleuvra. If you have any questions, please write them in the comments and I'm going to answer them immediately. And please share this video with your friends, whoever you feel that they need to make conversation. They don't have someone to make conversation with, and they will love to practice a little bit every day. And also, stay on your game and don't ever give up on your dream to become bilingual. Do immerse yourself in the French, and don't forget that on Sunday we have a pronunciation webinar. If you'd like to see this video and replay it over and over again, please click on the link in the description of this video. Merci beaucoup et à demain. Au revoir.